shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's the
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and now long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
15.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 66 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Here's Williams. That pass complete to Moore. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. To throw, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Williams. Down the left sideline. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. DeMarcus Walker able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They go play fake. Mahomes, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kari Blasingame, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A quick pass out to Juju. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 68 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Williams. Steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone. But the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Throwing is Williams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's to the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 83 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, they had done a really nice job on him through 3 quarters plus, but you just had that feeling eventually he was going to get loose.
And this is why coaches always preach that it's a 4-quarter game, right? It gets trite for us. It gets trite for the fans. But this is exactly what they're talking about. What you did before was terrific, but will it stand up if you start giving up big plays as we saw there?
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. To the air, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 59 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. 43. 43.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Mahomes to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play. Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes will throw. Eluding the pressure right.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes. Past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go, set.
He's back to throw. Caught by Allen. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From